Hello, everybody. This is Jeanette Vilda. I am sharing my submission for the challenge in the Alternative Junk Journals Facebook group. The idea here is that we as crafters have a tendency to hoard our items and perhaps buy a little too much of one or certain items. My issue is books, and I've had a love of books since I was very little, and I've often had way too many books. And I do have a stash that are very specifically purchased just to use in my journals, and I have way too many of those. No, I'm not going to go there because then my husband won't let me buy anymore. I have a significant number. However, one can never have enough. Let's go with that. So when I saw the challenge, use up your stash kind of thing, I thought, okay, I'm going to challenge myself within the challenge to absolutely only use book pages, items from books. And I've used the whole book, covers and pictures, pages, everything, and only from books. The absolute only thing in this journal that is not from a book is the cover. This is an envelope. The closure, obviously, ribbon. And then because the majority of my books are very old, I don't have many that aren't at least 50 years old. The bulk of them range more around the 100-year-old. And so they tend to be fragile. So I did use washi tape to ensure that they didn't rip out. And so anywhere that, especially on the spine, so every page has some washi tape on this fold just to make sure that they don't fall apart. So my younger books, I do have a couple that are from the 1960s, and that's what I use primarily. I bought those for their covers to use in other projects, and that's what I use to do things like collaging and to shore up pages, pictures when I need, extra. So this is from a encyclopedia that I got recently at flea market, and I don't have any clue what the image is. The book is in German, and if I asked my husband to translate for me all the time, he'd go nuts, and I just like the picture. So it almost has a steampunky feel with the little glasses. They're just funny. But anyways, no idea what it is, but I thought it was great. I thought this is my journal using my books. So images of a book. And then on the back, little type press, little image, and some more of the collaging with the paper. So like I said, this is an envelope, nice big envelope. So in the pocket, I have a little image here from the encyclopedia. And again, everything is from books. So even this colored paper here in the back, the black paper that's here behind this image is from books. These are the liner papers from the books. I like to take those out and use them as well because they usually are nice colors and also have a nice vintage feel, so they make good backgrounds. And when I said I use the covers, I have a set of what they call, it's a German line called the Blue Books. And they are it's kind of like a Reader's Digest sort of a thing. And they have a soft cover. But they're not soft cover like a soft cover novel. It's more like almost cardboard, but not quite. So anyways, it's got thickness to it. So I used that through in the journal for things like this, the pull tab, where I wanted a little bit of strength. So put that back in here. Another image out of an encyclopedia and a liner page for a liner page. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I have been reading every day trying to find a day that we actually had sun, and it has been raining for over a week. So I finally gave up. So this is the best light I can get because the lights here are, any good light is German and it doesn't work with my camera. I just get flickers. So got to do natural. So some more images from book, and again, another punch from a liner page. and just a little pocket, and that flips out. This is the index from an atlas. I love atlases. This is actually, there's a number of these, and this is from the cover of the blue books. So all the covers that are newer. So there's I really don't know when the beginning of this series began, but my books that are from like 1900, 1910 area don't have any images on the cover. But starting at the ones from about 1940, they do. And as you can see, like I said, it's not quite, it's got a little more oomph to it than like a soft cover book, but not quite thick, like a hardcover book. Like I said, washi tape just to make sure all of my folds don't fall apart. And I decided to use a nice colorful washi tape throughout, just to make it happy. This is from a children's music book, Happy Hippos apparently, and on the other side are creepy whales. I really don't. This is from 1878, 1888, something like that. And apparently when they drew pictures in that time for kids, they were creepy. I don't know, but I find it funny, so I wanted it in there. Another one of the blue books that I had is what was it called? Beautiful Animal Pictures. That was the name of the book, Beautiful Animal Pictures. Crows on a snow pack are probably beautiful animal pictures. Some of them are rather humorous. Like a nice little chicken with their chicks. A couple pictures taken out of an encyclopedia and part of an atlas, and I just added some liner pages from one of the books. I have a little place for some notes. The idea of this book was really as a sort of an art glue book, so there's not a lot of stuff added. Really just add your own art, slap some more pictures. So I wanted to pick, interesting pictures. There's no theme going on in the book. Just things that either made me chuckle or that I thought were neat looking, like a little flying nun walking through a town. I'm not being mean, it just reminds me of the Gidget person, whatever her name was, the flying nun. Here's another cover from one of the blue books and some more images taken from the encyclopedia. I'm not going to describe each of these book pages that are in here. Like I said, this one is a pretty old book, so it was pretty fragile. Some images. This is another one of the blue books. Actually, most of the books book pages that I used in here were from the blue books, because I recently bought 15 of them. Use what you got. Another cover from one of the blue books and an image out of the encyclopedia, and I just used my newer 1960 books to shore it up, give it a little weight, so that I can have a little tuck spot. Another atlas, and this is another pocket to add things. Who is that? Der Eberhard. No clue. Rambo. No clue who that is, but I just like that he's looking like he's kind of ticked, and he's looking at you going, yeah, I don't know. This is actually from a little tiny book that I got when we were in Venice. Just always, wherever we go, I have to go into a bookstore, and found this little book. It's actually about Venice, and a little book about Venice in Venice. And here's where I said I picked pictures because they made me chuckle. In the encyclopedia, it had a whole section about waste management, and it had this wonderful toilet. So totally random. I loved it. Little horsey, sorry about the light. I had some sun and just went behind a cloud. That's one problem here that I'm having with the lighting. This is the other side of that page. Just more encyclopedia pictures. Get the page to turn. Another encyclopedia page. This is a pretty old, I got this at a flea market, Mickey Mouse book. I think this one was from 50s, maybe 50s or 60s. I think I want to say 50s. No, that's all liner sheets. Like I said, keep those liner sheets. They make really nice backgrounds and usually pretty colors. And here I just took some, and the encyclopedia had images of old cards, made it into a pocket. And from the strip that I stripped off, the piece that I used here on the cover, or the front here, it was wide, so the part that I stripped off I used here. And again, this is actually one of the older ones, so this is like about 1920, 1930, when they started putting the pictures on the fronts of the books, from the blue books. More images, and again, fishies. I just thought it was interesting. Slightly gives me a chuckle, and I love the mousy with the balls. I have no idea what they're trying to depict here. Maybe the mouse is playing pinball, or I don't know. It's a nature's version of Dodge 'em. Here is just a little pocket made out of map, and there's actually a pocket here and a pocket here. And I just love these pictures. I love the colors that is in this image, and the two little people in roller skates. Happy puppy, happy goose. And here's some more creepy whales. I have no idea what Mr. Creepy Whale is doing here, but he's obviously having a good old time. This side, I just glued it so it would make a nice little pocket, little image. The front from one of the blue books. More image. And this one, I love this. I don't know what they're eating. This guy's really thrilled about it. This guy looks like he ate a lemon, and she's just ignoring them both and going to town with her little food there. So I have no idea what they're eating, but it's a happy little bunch with their food. And another image from the encyclopedia in the last pocket. So that is my journal for the challenge. I hope you enjoyed. I loved making this. Picking out the pictures that I wanted to use was a blast. And really challenging myself. I mean, there were so many times when I wanted to go and get some of my cardstock or pattern paper. I was like, nope, you've got so much paper in these books, and you bought them specifically to do these journals. So you can do it. And I did it. I'm very happy with it. This was a blast. I loved it. So hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.